We'll start on the front row of the grid for the second race today, but this is the first one of the weekend, the first one of the year. It's time to put all that talk away and leave it up to these 25 drivers in their unbelievable V8 supercar machines around a cracking street circuit. A history-making event. The stage is set for something pretty big this afternoon.
Let's have a look at our first Puso starting grid for 2014. It's a Red Bull Racing Australia lockout. Jamie Whincup, 7 race wins at this venue. His teammate Craig Lowndes has won 5 times here. Never a win for Mark Winterbottom, and James Courtney had a traumatic start in the early days at this venue. 2 top 10 finishes last year. How about Scott McLaughlin? Great job yesterday. And last year's champion Shane Van Gisbergen. And then Todd Kelly back on form. And how about Scotty Pye? Nice job from 8th. Tim Slade very happy in the super cheap entry, position 9. Fabian Coulthard, position 10. Then Chaz Mostert now in the factory car from 11. And so they go. Jason Bright, 13th. He did a much better job in the second qualifying. We'll see how that works out for him later this afternoon.
Garth Tander had some issues throughout qualifying. He starts from 15th. He's got Lee Holdsworth alongside him. James Moffat at 17th. Happy 50th birthday to the enforcer Russell Ingall. Earlier on in the week, he returns for another season. Dale Wood steps up from the Dunlop Series. He's got David Wall alongside him. Swede Robert Dahlgren makes his V8 Supercars debut from position 21. We find Jack Perkins coming back into the sport. Welcome back, Jack. And Nick Percat, his first full-time season for the Coates Hire Racing Team. Out of Walkinshaw car 222, already a Bathurst winner, we know that. But now he's in the main game, big time, full time. So that's the class of 2014, and that's how they'll grid up for race 1, 125 kilometres. Rick Kelly, we've got a heart rate monitor on him, and that will certainly start to pick up as he gets going. It's amazing to hear these guys who have been around for so long and achieved so much still talk about the nerves and the nervous energy that they face and the thoughts that are going through their heads, the doubts that they've got. 147 beats per minute for James, so he's working a little bit harder, maybe trying to get the temperature into the tyres for the start of this race. It's hot already. They've been sitting in the cars for quite a while, and now it's the moment of truth.
Jason Bright just reporting on the radio that you can see some fluid loss coming from car number 6, Chaz Mostert's Pepsi Max Sport Performance Racing entry, so everybody will have to have a close look at that.
Make sure you join our conversation. Use the hashtag V8SC or the handle at V8 Supercars. Let us know what you want to know at home, and we'll do our best to answer your questions.
And Michael Caruso is reporting in that the engine is overheating. I think they're actually going to park that car.
2 meters, 1 meter.
Guys, I want to take you through the starting process because this is something remarkable for the first race of the year. Right down along the pit wall, you'll see the yellow flags at the moment as the cars make their position on the grid. The officials on the side pull those flags in, so they cascade down until we eventually see a green flag waving at the rear of the field. At that point, the race start will be handed over here to Damien White, who is the V8 Supercars race start official. We've got a couple more cars just to line up at the moment, and the yellow flags will be in. We'll see that green flag. You can see at the rear of the field now, we are waiting for the green flag to start this season. Green flag is up. It is 5 seconds to go. In 5 seconds, Damon will hit the lights. They'll be out in 3 to 5 seconds, and we will be racing. We're away for 2014.
And the battle is back on, especially at the front. The 2 Red Bull Racing Australia teammates looking for the advantage of turn 1, and Lowndes will sneak ahead of his pole-sitting teammate Whincup. Winterbottom in 3rd, James Courtney. Look at Shane Van Gisbergen, the yellow VIP car. Aggressive on the outside line. Up to turn 4. Already push and shove with Chaz Mostert. Smoke coming out of the back of car 6.
That's what I was talking about earlier, that Jason Bright observed, but he's into the wall, Mostert, so he's on his own oil and found the wall. So out early and damaged the front. He's managed to grab reverse, but he will need to report to the pit lane. The rest of the field unleashes onto turn 7 and down towards turn 8. 245 kilometres on approach. That wall is millimetres away. They'll need to watch the snail trail up there where Mostert was. There was fluid on the road.
Turn 9. The 2 Jack Daniels misses. Rick and getting side by side. So Lowndes holds on to position 1 after starting from second. And it's Whincup, Van Gisbergen. He's made up a bunch of spots. 3. He started 6th. He's now ahead of Mark Winterbottom in 3rd.
Great job, Shane Van Gisbergen, because Winterbottom got a very good start. He was the quickest to leap away. He was even quicker than the boys on the front row. But Shane's grabbed him early on. Now, coming up into this area, they've got to watch that oil. Up at turns 4 and 5, Boston's car was leaving a trail of oil behind it.
Look at the bumps. They've been a feature of this circuit. Drivers will tell you every year they're getting bigger and bigger. So this is the danger zone. Flags are out. Whincup is the first. Correction, Lowndes is the first to arrive there. But they all go through cleanly for now.
Damage on car number 21 there as well, and into the garage for car number 6 for Chaz Boston, Pepsi Max Ford Performance Racing, and damage also to the sister car, David Reynolds, Botlow Racing, front right-hand corner crunched on that car, a lot of damage on the front bumper as well.
Remember in 2013 it was Mark Winterbottom who basically made a lap and a bit before having to park in a big lock-up for Scotty Pye. Down at turn 9, he has to go the alternative route and loses a whole stack of positions and clips the tyre bundle on the way back onto the circuit proper.
So Van Gisbergen, what a great start from 6th to 3rd. McLaughlin from 8th. Winterbottom and Courtney there, 4th and 5th.
We're looking down on Lee Holdsworth. Look at Russell Ingall on the inside. Holdsworth opened the door and the enforcer went through, and so did Team VOC's Jason Bright. So that's position 14, 15 and 16.